All right, we're live and good night, Twitch. Welcome back to the JI podcast number 18. I'm your host with the most, Andrew Pang. And of course, as usual, we have permanent fixture with us now, Mike from the Bahamas.
Hey,
And of
how's
course,
everyone?
well, I hope everyone's doing good. And of course, we have Zanna. Zanna, say hi to everybody.
Hey.
All right, cool. Of course, as usual, we do regular housekeeping. We have to big up the sponsors, Buzzers, Alive, that's in Portmore, XPG Video Games, LOL Snack Stop, JPAC, Royal Computers, and last but not least, VRX. For those logging in, if you want to check out our website, it's jamaicaesports.org. Of course, obviously, persons who are on Twitch would know this. twitchtv.official_JEI, and of course on YouTube it's Jamaica Esports Initiative, and Instagram we're Jamaica Esports Initiative, no spaces. Twitter at Jamaica Esports. Now we have I wanted to say I wanted to say a very packed podcast cast tonight, but it's not that packed, but it's pretty special. I wanted to title this one Gamer Girls Unleashed. This is number 18, but I really don't know if they'd appreciate that name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves. We have Camille and we have CC. Her name on Discord is Nell Sky. I'm just going to ask them to introduce
Hi.
themselves and tell us a little bit about themselves. Now, I wanted to title this Gamer Girls Unleashed. Pretty much it's just a conversation with some gamer girls. And of course, Camille, Nelsky, or CC, and Zanna are girls who play games. I don't know if you prefer the title Gamer Girls or, girls that play games or girls that game is okay. But, they always give you all kind of titles nowadays. So let's start it off. Camille, just give us a little introduction, your name or gamer name, whichever it is that you want to give us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe your hobbies, what you do, career, etc. And we move to CC after.
Okay. Hi. I'm Camille. I go by the name of Camille. 1924. I mostly play Blizzard games, so I play Hearthstone and World of Warcraft. I am kind of a crazy cat lady. Like I had a kitten that I raised from like 3 days old, and now she's like my heartbeat. So there's that. I'm a medical doctor by profession. I work in the St. Anne area, so I'm currently working at Ultra's Health Center. And yeah, so that's about me.
Yeah, they say you're not a crazy cat lady if you only have one cat. Crazy cat ladies usually have multiple cats. That's how it works.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You're working at it. All right, cool. CC, you up next.
Alright, so hi guys. My name is actually Chantal, by the way.
Bop, bop.
Um, what? I really don't know what to tell you guys.
Well, you
I
can.
play everything. So I play all type of games, fighting games, especially Mortal,
Mm-hmm.
Tekken, and all of those games.
Nice.
I am a data entry clerk at Garmix Art Academy, and I love cats to like Camille. So yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say.
Is it a thing with girls and cats? I mean, I like cats, but I don't have any. Is that a thing?
No, it's not a thing. It's really not.
No, it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
All right, cool. Zana, everybody should know you by now, but you can go ahead and talk about probably your games or whatever it is that you want to let them know about yourself.
Hi everyone who don't know me. I think most people don't know me. But I'm Zanna On, and my favorite game right now is League of Legends. I think it's an addiction and I'm going to be seeking help soon.
No, you need no help. It's not an addiction. You're amongst friends. You're amongst friends today.
Today I met Camille and
CC
she's going
or
to think
Chantal.
about
Mm-hmm.
playing Minecraft with me, and everybody knows that I love Minecraft so much, and I'm so excited for Camille to find some time in between working to play Minecraft with me, and I'll be very happy.
Camille, you
This
really make
feels like peer pressure.
yeah, Camille, you really make sure to
No
sucker you
pressure.
into the
No
Minecraft
pressure.
thing, yo.
Not
Camille.
feeling any pressure at all. So
Yo, I've watched Camille all these nights and I have not seen Camille play Minecraft. Jeez, Camille, man, you make
she's
sure.
gonna she's gonna play it. By profession, I'm a release engineer at the JN Group. I love IT as well. If you guys did not know.
Oh, IT is nice. What exactly does a release engineer do?
Okay, so I'm between software development and infrastructure. So I deploy softwares, I do troubleshooting. Sometimes I have to actually look at people's code, which I hate doing, but sometimes I do that. Databases, it's really the whole works. It's DevOps, automation, it's a lot of work.
There is a link. So we have Camille, who is a crazy cat lady. Chantal, who says she's also a crazy cat lady.
I'm an elephant lady.
Well, you don't have a cat, but they do say that crazy people are programmers. To be a programmer, you have to be a little bit crazy. So there is some kind of link between y'all. I really won't say what the link is, but
I would really like to know.
yeah,
Thinking, wouldn't you like to know?
I'll,
Yes, what is the link?
I'll
I'm
tell you,
really
I'll
curious.
tell you off here. But really and truly, I like cats and I like programming too. So maybe I'm doubly crazy than you guys. So who to tell? All right, so let's jump into the beat of the matter. All right, so pretty much I'll just ask you a few questions that I want to ask. Mike is here as well, and Mike, if you have any questions you want to ask them, you can also jump in. But we're just gonna have a frank conversation about girl gamers, and these questions are usually centered around girls and gaming and what you think about it. So let's start with Camille. Camille, who inspired you to get into gaming, and how long have you been playing?
Okay, so I was never a huge console player. So my first video games were on computer. I got my first PC when I was 13. That was a long time ago, like over 20 years ago.
Mm.
And my first games were The Sims. I also played Age of Empires 2,
What?
the city building sim called Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
I was always surrounding myself with like guys that played games. Like in high school, my best friends were like into games and stuff like that, and we'd bond over like, I'd get the PC Gamer magazines and we like read them and like exchange the demo CDs, and like eventually I'd end up getting the games that were there. So that's essentially how I started playing games.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like fun to me. I didn't really have like a motivating factor, just other than I wanted to have fun.
Were you like, all right? So for me growing up, I got a PC early, and obviously my mother bought it for me to be doing work. But we take the PC and we play games, and my mother never liked that. Mother always a pressure me for go do school work and all of this. I'm wondering, was it different with you, or
Ah,
your parents allow you to just play?
yeah, it was pretty different because I guess my parents never really worried about me and schoolwork. I was always on top of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they'd rather have me home than being out doing God knows what. I guess that's the thinking. But I've never really gotten much pushback from my family about me playing games.
So pretty much you just play them, never pressure you. I mean, I don't know. CC was the same thing with you.
Yeah.
Zanna was the same thing with you. I mean, my parents them used to kill me when I play a game all the while. Time for lock it off and lock off the TV or lock off the PC. And you guys went through that too, or it was a free reign for you
Well,
guys?
I mean, it was fine with me. My mother was like, yo, if she doing this and she meeting all of Uno, I'm fine with it. That was my mother.
No, my
So,
mother hated it.
Ah, finally. Jano, but
Completely
they feel up, but
hated
they
it.
start feel away.
She was like, if the TV mash up, it's because of the game.
yeah,
If
Yes.
this
yeah,
happens, it's because of the game. If I have a computer and something hardware related
yup,
is wrong with the computer, it's the games
game.
that cause it. My phone, it's the games. I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know.
That
My
was,
mother hates.
yeah, man.
now
The
what?
same with my mother too. She usually curse about the TV until one day it actually blew up on me and my cousin.
What? As in, like, blow up
What?
flames and everything?
Yup,
Yes, yes.
yup. So we're there burning it all day from like the day before.
Uh-huh.
I was just there playing Mortal, I was playing Tekken, and my mother was like, yo, if I continue, the TV are gonna mash up. I was like, no, it will be fine. Then all of a sudden, it was just a smoke and it just start pop farming. I'm like, yo, I eat this. So you get beaten for this. I would never listen the first time.
So hold on, did they get
And she
beaten?
just go up.
Get beaten?
No, she laughed.
Oh jeez. So all right, so Cece, tell me about your story. Who inspired you or what inspired you to get into the gaming and how long you been gaming?
Okay, so I'm like practically the only girl that grew up with my cousin and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I'm doing anything boyish, I'm there. So this one particular summer, my brother asked my aunt to buy a PlayStation, and she did. And for the whole summer, they were playing games with a bunch of other dudes, which one of these dudes was Lee,
Mm-hmm.
which you and Camille know,
Mm-hmm.
including his little brother. And all of us were there playing games, and they were like, yo, I need you to come learn to play this game. I'm like, nope, I'm fine. And my brother was like, yo, stop being a punk and come play the game. So that was pretty much how my life started.
Somebody on the stream is asking what kind of TV that does blow up. So they
Yo,
probably
it was
don't
one
want
of
to
them
buy.
old TV. It was a really old ass TV.
Oh.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was like way back when from them times, eh?
yeah.
Oh, you
Baby
mean like
days.
said that you gotta like pull out the remote from it
Yes.
and like the keypad. Oh lord.
Yes, one of those
Oh,
TVs.
you know those TVs,
That's
Mike.
great.
But yeah, I mean, I mostly play fighting games
Mm-hmm.
because it was all of the games. Those are pretty much all the games my brother usually play. And then there was like FIFA, and I hate FIFA for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. I can't. It's the only game I can't grasp. Everything else I can play, but yeah, I hate FIFA. So
Okay.
you will never ever get me to play FIFA with none of y'all.
Serious? And I always thought that FIFA was
But
one of the like girl friendly games.
hmm?
I always thought FIFA was a girl friendly game. Like something
Yeah.
easy that a girl
What?
can get into.
What?
Yeah, like something easy that a girl would like. I thought FIFA was one of those games.
No, I can't play it. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like it.
Okay, so I can understand like your choice of games because I know you and I know you play fighting games. Usually girls usually play other types of genres. Fighting games is not a genre that I know a lot of girls like. So I always wonder
Yeah.
what was the reason why you
I,
started playing
why I
fighting
play
games.
fighting games?
Yeah, I guess because you grew up with your brother and that's
Because
what they used to play.
yeah, it was because of them, and I had this thing in the back of my head. I was like, okay, you're playing with a bunch of boys, so
Mm-hmm.
all of them are gonna and say, oh, you're a girl, so you won't know exactly what to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I just kept on beating them up every time I play with them.
Mm-hmm. Zana, what's your story?
My brother. I grew up with brothers. Like CC.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with a lot of boys. Yeah, he got a. I think we started with a Nintendo,
Wow.
and I'm not sure. I think it was that. And we used to play Street Fighter. And then we gradually went up. I think we went up with the consoles, and then we were playing Martha. I used to beat all his friends when I got into it. The only difference between me and UCC was they actually didn't want me to play with them because I was a girl, and they like,
Yeah,
oh, go play with dolls or some stuff like that. And of course, my mother agreed
yeah.
with them,
Mm-hmm.
but
I had that.
I still go
I had
ahead.
that. I had that instant to where Lee Little's brother, they don't want to play me at all. They was like, no, I don't want to play her. She too teeth, and she always a date me. And I'm like, yo, just play the game.
You
Is
make
either
them
your man up,
afraid of
or
you.
you just go one side.
Exactly, exactly. After a while though, my brother actually liked when I play because
Yup.
he used to laugh at them. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
that I can beat, he laughs at them. He's like, oh, and I was way younger than them by the way, because I'm like five
Yeah.
years younger than my brother. So yeah, and then going forward, I don't know. I just stopped playing console games, and I know Andrew,
Mm-hmm.
has this console thing,
Yeah,
but
I
I
love
don't
console
play
games.
console games anymore, to be honest. I guess I still play Martel, but I'm not good at it, even though I beat Game Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Game Hero.
Yes. Yeah, but I don't really play those games anymore. I used to play Call of Duty a lot in college. Like I used to beat so many people in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
With Call of Duty, and played Unreal tournaments and stuff. So I was always into games. I was always into games.
Okay, okay.
Um, no, I mentioned earlier that I'm addicted to League of Legends, which I do almost
Legend.
every day,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeking help. Seeking help, you
You
guys.
don't need
Seeking help.
help. Trust me, you don't need help. Game, keep playing until you're tired. All right, cool, Zanna. What I wanted to ask, Mike, I know you are from Bahamas. What's it like in terms of the community in Bahamas? Are there a lot of girl gamers there? Are there a few? What games do they like? What do they like to play? Stuff like that.
So, to be quite honest, what I've realized is that while there aren't a lot that always come out to things like tournaments or some of the particular events,
Mm-hmm.
are should call it a hidden of women that play games,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll come out to particular ones, or they'll show up here and there, and either they will wreck most of the guys
Mm-hmm.
and make a name and then never show up again, or they'll come there, disrupt the scene, and stay for a while.
Okay.
And what we've noticed is that over on our side, we're noticing that more and more women are starting to appear, I guess you could say,
Yeah, yeah.
and come out to things.
Oh.
I think that's more because they actually see that we're trying to build a community for
Mhm.
everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. I
And
noticed the same thing here too.
yeah, like we had just a meetup,
Mm-hmm.
and we had 6 of us it was the first meetup we've had for the group in that sense. And it was 3 guys, sorry, it was 4 guys, 2 girls,
Mm-hmm.
which was not bad. Which means it's 1 out of 4.
Okay. Okay. That
Well,
sounds good.
1 out of 3, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, we had a tournament here recently, a Smash tournament, and 2 girls showed up to play in the tournament. I mean, when they showed up and they told me they wanted to register, I was like, yeah, it's a tournament, right? And the girl is like, yes. And she was looking at me weird. She was looking at me weird.
Really?
I mean,
So camp, the typical Andrew.
I'm sorry, but
Exactly.
I'm
That's
not
not
used to.
typical Andrew,
I'm,
typical male overall.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not
Actually,
used to.
they're right.
Yes, it's typical males overall.
You're correct. You're correct.
Yes.
Typical. Yes, it is. But I mean, can you blame us though? I mean, we're
No.
used
Yes.
to.
Y'all keep on
Yes, we can blame
Yes.
you guys.
Yes, they
We
can
can
blame
blame
us.
y'all.
Yes, blame us, and that leads me.
Andrew,
That leads me to my
legit,
next question. Leads me to my
Okay,
next
sorry.
question. So, all right. So this pretty much rolls into the next question. So, all right. So, what are some of the things you like and dislike about Jamaican gaming culture? Well, seeing that Mike is here, he can speak to gaming culture overall. But what are some of the things you like and dislike about gaming culture? Camille, you can start.
Okay, well, on me in the Hearthstone community, which is where I was like spending most of my time around other gamers, I realized that we were kind of hesitant about having these meetups, and I think it's great that
Mm-hmm.
it's changing. But back then, I had to like pull like our big guys to come out and just hang out and play some games together. What do I like? I just like that it's a whole brotherhood
Mm-hmm.
of sorts,
No pun intended.
and you kind of get to have conversations that go beyond gaming because you find that people tend to have the same kind of way of thinking, and you get to make pretty decent friends.
Oh, that's pretty nice. All right, CC, what you like and dislike about the gaming culture? CC, are you there?
Me?
Yeah, man. What you like and dislike about the gaming culture? Tell me.
I don't know because I'm actually new to it, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Most people don't know that I play. So
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of keep it myself, and then one day they were like, "Yo, you play this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, but you're a girl. And I'm like, and is there a specific gender to play games? And they're like, no, but you don't seem like the type. And I'm like, bruh, just pretend like I didn't tell you anything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay.
So you
But
don't,
yeah,
yeah, you don't like
I
guys saying things like that. You don't like that.
no, I don't really have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just jump out of the blues and I say, yo, I know this game, or I know something about this game, they would
Mm-hmm.
be like, you're not supposed to know this. And I'm like, why? It's out there for everyone.
But okay,
And they're
so
like, you're not supposed.
let me play
I thought,
devil's
yeah, go.
advocate. I'm going to play devil's advocate. All right, so let's say I have a virgin, and well, this has happened in real life. So the other day we were at a link up, and remember virgin in my chat, and I was asking something about, like, people always say like women always know all kind of different colors, and men don't know colors, right? So there was this
Hmm.
this color. And I was like, yo, we call this color, and everybody there was like, yo, purple, purple, purple. And this one guy was like, yo, that's fuchsia. I'm like, dog. Everybody was like, why do you know this? Why? Because men aren't supposed to know colors so well. So, just playing devil's advocate. When a girl, comes into a tournament or a gaming setup or a gaming environment with other guys, and she knows stuff that guys don't usually see girls do, then wouldn't it be normal in that case for a guy to go, oh, really? You know this? Or how do you know this? Just as we were like, yo, how you know this color? I mean,
No,
isn't
it's
it
not
like,
necessarily like that though, you know. It's
mm-hmm,
like they're looking down on you
mm-hmm,
in a certain way. So you have
okay,
guys who are like really cool with you knowing a game and all of that, and you can play with them. Then you have the other set who's like, yo, you shouldn't be knowing anything about this, and you shouldn't be this good at it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I get it, I
So
get it.
those are the type. Yeah, so those are the type I actually book up in
Mm-hmm.
regular.
I mean,
Probably that's the only thing I don't like about it.
you probably feel good though when you're playing guys and you're beating them, because guys don't expect to
Yeah.
be beat by girls. You beat them,
And they're like, yo, you shouldn't be this good. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because you're a girl. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just get up out of the air before I throw these ants at you. He's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yep, I'm just going to go. It's fine.
mm,
I wasn't there.
okay. Zanna,
Yeah, that's probably not.
go on. You weren't finished. Go on.
No, man, I'm finished.
Okay, Zanna, do you share the same sentiments as CC and Camille?
Um, not like Cece, to be honest. I have friends. And most of my friends are nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was
Always.
in IT in college, and I'm going to speak specifically to college.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think people cared in high school if you played games or not. Like, I think everybody played games. Even like a lot of girls I knew played games,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't play right now. In college, it was okay. It was normal for me. It was like fine for me to be playing games. It was just, I guess I get more criticism from the girls to be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you're doing that, but not from the guys that I play with, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
yeah. So, cause we have tournaments, in college,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I put on a few of them, but I compete in a few of them, and it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like I'm the only girl, but it was never a thing like, oh, there's a girl playing. I mean, it was never that,
Mm,
to be
okay.
honest. I never got that
Okay.
because most of my friends played, and again, I'm in IT, so most people are guys, you
Okay.
know.
Well, that's a different
Um,
spin on it because you're giving a different spin. So the girls are the ones who get
yeah,
most
the
of it.
girls would be
Yeah.
like, you're competing, you're in that, and they'd look down on you for playing
Oh,
games or, stuff
okay.
like that.
Okay.
So I
Mike.
didn't have that experience like CC.
Mm-hmm.
So the culture for me is really good. I mean, I don't have any problems with the guys, and they're really fun and they're really cool. A lot of them help.
Okay.
Go again?
No, that wasn't me. I think that was Chris who just jumped in.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. A lot of the guys help in helping me get better, like COD. when I just started COD, I sucked. I sucked so bad. But then I started beating them, and I started. I mean, at my apartment in college, I used to beat all the guys,
Mm-hmm.
every single one of them,
Mm-hmm.
in COD. So, and it wasn't a thing where they were mad or whatever. Oh, you're beating me because you're beating me and you're a girl. I didn't get that from
Okay.
them, you
Okay.
know. So it was cool for me.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Mike, what do you think?
Honestly, how should I put it? How you started off the conversation was very similar to how I've seen the overall welcoming. I'm using that word very lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Situation that we've seen with women. For example, one of my older co-hosts, Dwan from my shows, she actually went to a tournament here, and I went along with her, along with another friend of ours. And as soon as we walked into the door, they just said, "Hey, what's up?" to both me and the other friend, which is a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that they quite literally asked my friend Dwan is, "Oh, you here to watch?" But she came here to play, and she actually ended up coming second place.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
So that
look at
caused
that.
a huge upset in the community
Mm-hmm.
because not only did she take second
See?
place, but then the conversations that happened during that
Mhm.
and after that
Mm-hmm.
were, you guys need to stop trying to go after women like that. Like, you can't just think they're just here just to watch and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there was oh, you got beat by a girl. And it's like,
Girl.
yeah, you got beat by a girl. You need to accept that they can actually fight.
Yeah. When I started the conversation first, and when we started getting into this, I said, "Do you blame us or can you blame us?" And then you were saying, "Yeah." I mean, you know,
Listen.
I try to think that I'm fair, I think, and I always try to put the shoe on the other foot, right? I always try to think about what if I was in that position and how would I feel, and I think that if I were in the position, and let's not use gaming because I'll use something else. Let's say I decided to become a hairdresser or something like that. People would look at me weird and they say, "You're a hairdresser, you're a nail tech," because I know guys who are nail techs are hairdresser, and that is exactly what I say to them. So I think that if we're going to be fair, I would say the same thing to a guy if a guy is doing something that a girl usually does. So if a girl is doing something that we know guys usually do, I'd probably say the same thing, even though it's not right. But as a natural reaction to certain things, we see a guy doing something that guys don't usually do, and we say, "Hey, why are you doing that?" Or "Are you doing that?" And it's the same thing for a girl. But is it right for persons to do that? And on the flip side, is it right for girls who get that type of thing to be offended by it? Or do you get offended? I guess I'll throw that out to the girls. Are you offended when guys do things like that or say things like that?
I tend to use it as a teaching moment to you need to check the way you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily that I'm offended. If things happen and you don't think it's right, it's always a good idea to say, hey, maybe there's another way that you can look at this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And people tend to think that I'm being like a feminazi when I do these things.
Me
Cough,
too.
cough, and jerk off. But
Wow.
Yes.
but generally, it's not that I'm like hurt or upset. It's just like I want to do my part to change the way people think.
Mm-hmm. So let me give you some background because they're going to be throwing shade at me all night.
Yes,
So there,
yes, definitely.
yeah. So
Please.
there was an event on the weekend, right? There was a Smash tournament and Mortal Kombat tournament. There are a bunch of fighting games at a anime con thing, and CC wanted to play Mortal Kombat, not in the tournament, but she wanted to do some casuals when the tournament was finished. So, I asked a few guys that were there if they could allow her because she wanted to play some casuals. And they're like, yeah, man, come in. And she started to play. So while she was playing, there was another guy watching and he was like, yo, she can play. Who taught her to play? And they took off, Camille took offense. She was like, "What do you mean? Who taught her to play? Who taught you to play?" And I was like, "No, don't cuss the man. It's a question that guys will ask." And she's like, "No, how dare he ask that?" That's
No,
why.
I did not say that, but okay.
But yeah, all right, not word for word, not verbatim, but close enough. And I was like, he asked, even though it's not correct, but that is something that guys would ask, So, and I was trying to defend him, so they were kind of throwing shade at me for the entire day. Like, oh, I'm just gonna defend the guys, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's gonna continue tonight, so get used to it. But
But the thing was, just a takeaway.
mhm.
I had asked Andrew that question, like, Andrew, how did you learn how to play games? And he's like, I played against people and I practiced really hard and then I got really good. So I'm like, why is it that people can't assume that Cece was like motivated enough to get good at fighting games, which is exactly how she learned. She learned by playing against other people. So like it's just like, oh, maybe she had a boyfriend that taught her how to play or something.
Oh
Maybe that's
gosh.
what they're thinking. And that is what I took offense to, the fact that,
Exactly.
they don't think that she was like into gaming for herself.
Hmm. I get you. I mean, I totally understand the background and why you would feel, like, all right, that's not a fair thing to say, but I always try to come from a point where not everybody is very knowledgeable about certain things and how to approach or how to say certain things, and I always keep that in mind. Sometimes people don't come from a bad or are not trying to be disrespectful, and they say things that may sound disrespectful, but they're really not trying to be. Sometimes they just want to, ask
Some
a
of them
question.
are,
Yeah, some of
some
them,
people
some of them
are.
are, some of them are, but I don't like
Because
to assume like the worst. Go ahead, Zana.
online,
Mm-hmm.
online is different. Like the culture that I'm used to, like around my friends,
Mm-hmm.
it's different from online. Because online, you dare not reveal you're a girl because you're immediately criticized.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there's a guy there that is doing bad or just as bad or doing just as good as you,
Mm-hmm.
one, they'll say, well, it's because you're a girl why you suck. Or they'll say,
Ooh.
you're good for a girl, you know,
Ooh.
online.
Oh, that kind
So
of rough.
it's a different culture there.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Yeah, the keyboard warriors are out. Usually people who are online and can't see a face, or people like on social media or online or gaming online, they're usually a lot meaner than in person. Because in person, the same person that might not be as mean in person, online they might be really, really mean. But yeah, those are some really mean stuff to say. I mean, is that the same experience for you, Camille, or UCC when you're playing online, or people that you don't know?
Okay, so the majority of my online stuff is like Warcraft,
Mm-hmm.
and just based on how the game is, I surround myself with actual friends.
Okay.
So I don't have to play with the toxic guys who are like thinking that you can't play because you're a girl. Also, ironically, in World of Warcraft, a lot of guys play with female avatars, so there's no way to tell my gender
Right,
un-
right.
unless we're in voice chat, and I avoid doing that kind of stuff unless I'm around my circle of World of Warcraft guys.
Okay, okay, okay. Cece, I don't know if you played online, but have you had the same experience?
No, I would have played what League of Legends once,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Oh my
played.
You,
god!
you just you
I
just said
did
Zanna
not
game, a
have
Zanna
new
game that you got. Oh
friends.
jeez.
I would have played it like once, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't stay on it for too long,
Mm-hmm.
so I never really experienced that part of it. But I guess after a while from now, I will probably experience it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So, what are some of the challenges you face as a female gamer? And have you thought about playing professionally or becoming a pro gamer or a streamer? I guess anyone here can start. Zana, you want to jump at that one?
Um, Again, with the revealing your gender online,
Mm.
that's a thing. You get criticized. Like it's like times 100 criticism when you're a girl.
Yep.
Um, that's something I hate, and I don't think it's gonna change for now. until it's normalized
Yeah.
for girls to be gaming and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Going pro, I don't. I'd have to build confidence to do that, and I don't think I have the confidence to do that personally, and I don't think I'm good enough to go pro. Streaming, however, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been meaning to. Game Hero and MJ is supposed to help me set up my Twitch.
Gave me run
So
of pressure
recently,
tonight.
right, they should have been helping me,
Mm-hmm.
but they have not.
Oh.
But I do want to stream because, hey, I like playing with. I mean, even though you get the criticism and whatever. I like playing with new people because you do meet some friends, and I've met some people um, online who are cool. And I guess I grew a thick skin with
Mm-hmm.
the criticism on girl gamers and whatever. But so yeah, I would stream and I want to stream and I will be streaming soon.
Ah, good. Make sure when you stream, the whole we know your handle and your Twitch handle and everything, so we can jump on. Definitely want to take in that. So,
Definitely. And we
CC,
can all, collab at times.
of
I'm down with
course,
that.
of course, no problem, man. All right, CC, have you ever considered becoming a pro gamer and or a streamer, and what kind of challenges you think you'd have to overcome to be that?
So the streamer thing, not so much, but the pro gamer,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Reason being, I haven't seen much girls being a pro gamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's the same reason why I haven't been one.
Yeah.
Because almost every dude is going to look at me and be like, oh, I don't think you fit in that category. I don't think you'll work well as a pro gamer or to become one.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you do try it, you're gonna get tired of it because a lot of guys are gonna beat, and I'm like, wow, so
Really?
much for the
That's
encouragement.
that's bad advice.
And
Because
I'm like,
that's bad advice.
exactly. And I'm like, y'all just out there just thinking that we can't do anything that y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
But
her. I truly believe her.
exactly.
No, I mean, if I want to become a programmer,
It's
I
not
know for a fact
all
that
of you though,
no, yeah, not
but
always.
it's most of you.
Yeah, I know pro gamers get beat a lot, and I'm talking male pro gamers. They get beaten a lot. That's the only way you improve when you get beaten.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only way you improve. So you have to
Yo,
be
I
beaten a lot.
asked,
Mm-hmm.
I asked one of my friends, this is a guy by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I asked one of my friends, like, yo, would you see me as a pro gamer? And he's like, no,
Whoa.
but you can be a streamer. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because the girls who stream are like so sexy and they're better out there. And I'm like, bruh, you just totally just changed my whole mind from everything I was planning to do. And I'm like, you're so freaking. And he's like, no, that is not for you. Go be a streamer. And I'm like, just because of that little comment, I'm going to be a pro gamer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that
Uh,
thing. That's that thing. They
yeah,
sexualize
right.
gamer girls
Yeah.
so much. It's
Yep.
crazy how they sexualize us. It's
Yep.
crazy.
And I'm
Well,
like, you know
okay.
what?
Devil's
It's
advocate.
fine.
Devil's advocate.
I must admit though, hold on,
Okay,
before
thank
you
you.
jump
Thank you.
in,
And
Andrew,
okay,
I
so you know
must
what I was going
admit
to
that
say.
there are some girls online who does it and
Lots of
they
girls.
make it bad for us who
Okay.
actually just
Yep.
want to play.
Okay.
It's not about
Yeah.
making guys watch so that they can see your body. I
Mm-hmm.
know
Body.
that a lot of girls do that online,
Mm-hmm.
streamer girls. I know a lot of them do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the other day, my
Mm-hmm.
boss, he showed me Pokimane and her actual face, and I was like, what? It was crazy. It was a completely different person, and to be honest, Pokimane is like my favorite female streamer.
Really?
But
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
they do so much. It's crazy. It's like they don't be themselves, and I really don't want to. I mean, I don't do makeup first of all,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really want to succumb if I start streaming. I don't want to succumb to pleasing people in a sexual way. I mean, I'll never do. I don't think that that would ever get to me, to be honest, because it's just not my personality. But I do see why they end up doing it, because they're not even taken seriously, like a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. So is there so there definitely is a stigma when it comes on to gamer girls or streamers in this case, because I sometimes I jump onto random streams depending on what the game is, and a lot of gamer girls I see they're dressed the same way. They're either in glasses, they're clad in something that shows the cleavage, and that's a lot of girls. There are still girls or streamers who just stream the game, but a lot of girl streamers I've seen are ones that are overly sexualized. The game screen is smaller than the camera angle that you see in them. You know, it's zoomed in on the boobs, stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. I don't even want to bring up the whole, because we were here before and we were talking about the gamer pee thing. There was this streamer who was selling her pee on stream and getting
Uh,
sales. Yeah, it's just
or is a bath water lady?
no, there also is the bath
Same.
water. Mike, what you
It's the
saying?
same.
Disgusting.
Yep.
Mike, you were saying something?
No, I was just simply saying it was just tea, the bathwater, all.
I am
Wow.
Delphine.
Oh, so it was pee and bath water and everything.
Bro.
Yeah, different items, not together, but
I'm pretty sure she peed in that bath water.
But yeah.
So one thing though about Pokimane, she took an she actually did a post about her makeup, and I am curious as to what your thoughts of this. The reason why she says she does it is because she takes it more as a business, and so for like if you're going on a job and stuff like that, there are women that will put on makeup and go to there. In that kind of aspect, when you're actually living off of your paycheck as a streamer,
Mhm.
do you see it different as a woman?
And yeah, that's something that I really wanted to comment on. Women sexualizing themselves as a marketing tool. I think it's pretty business savvy, knowing the target audiences that is what they're interested in. So saying that women sexualize themselves to get more views, yeah, duh, why wouldn't you want to do that? I guess you have the whole thing where would a guy sit down and watch a girl play a game if she was just really good at it? But would it be a bonus if she was also pretty hot while doing it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I have no problem with girls wearing makeup or making themselves look prettier or sexier on stream.
I mean, you can look sexy,
Mhm.
but
Don't
some
overdo
girls
it.
go overboard. Like you're
True.
literally seeing their boobs, and listen, most of their audience are kids.
Yeah, true, true.
Exactly.
Most
True.
of their audience is kids, and so I mean, I don't have like you can dress nice without being overly being too much.
Hmm.
You understand? I can understand the makeup and all, but sometimes you change your entire identity. It's crazy. You look like a totally different person. And I guess that's a personal thing for me, so I can respect your view on it.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, I would never do something like that.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind it, and as I said, it is a personal choice because a lot of girls out there, even off stream, some girls prefer to wear makeup to work. Some girls don't. Some girls like wearing makeup all the time. Some girls don't. It's just a personal preference where that's concerned. But where I have a
Yeah.
problem is that the girls who stream who don't even play the game at all, their main focus on stream is either their boobs or what they're saying or doing random stuff that the persons on the stream want to do. That's the ones I have problem with. And there are also guys who do that as well, not sexualized, but guys who just run a stream and instead of playing the game, just chat and bring up other topics instead of playing the game, because streaming is for the game most of the times. And when I'm on Twitch and I see a streaming Street Fighter 5, I expect to jump on his stream and see Street Fighter 5. I don't expect to see you talking about some random topic and not playing the game. You understand? So, it goes
But I
both
guess
ways. Yeah, you were saying?
I was gonna say that I guess some people they mix their stream up sometimes, so I can understand like the talking and whatever
Mm-hmm.
because of course your audience wants to get to know you and stuff like that, and so I can understand that part. To be honest, I just don't like overly sexualizing yourself as a woman because it it adds to the stigma that we already have that we can't really get anything done without
Done.
like over sexualizing
Being sexy.
ourselves or
Yep.
be like a figure and an object for men, and I really hate that,
Okay.
especially when women do it to themselves and make the rest of us look bad.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Camille, you said you watch streamers. You have like favorite streamers. What kind of streamers you watch, and what games do you watch when you're watching Twitch streams?
Okay, again, Hearthstone, Warcraft. Favorite streamers, Firebat, Zale, Purple, Asmodee, that's Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
Usually watch the World of Warcraft championships
Okay.
when they have the playoffs for dungeon runs and
Okay. Cool. 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 CC, you have any streamers you watch, or do you watch streams? You watch Twitch or
I
YouTube videos?
I do. I do. I've been actually watching Fortnite
Oh,
streams, but
for
I mean, uh, I can't watch it because most of the girls
mm-hmm.
that actually stream, all I'm staring at is their boobs. That's all I'm staring at. I'm sorry. Like, it's just the first thing I see, and I'm like, why are
Yeah.
they so huge?
Yeah. The zoom in on the boobs, man, and they ensure to wear like these marina outfits or something that
Exactly.
show a lot of cleavage
Exactly.
and
And I'm
everything.
like, I can't concentrate on this. I can't listen to anything she's saying because our boobs just right there.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a
So
guy.
yeah, that is a problem.
Yeah, imagine a guy. Imagine an
That is a definite problem.
yeah, imagine a guy. Imagine a teenager who's heart raging hormones and everything, and you go jump on a switch and all you see is boobs. Yo, she
Yes,
like.
Yeah,
yes, mommy's credit
exactly.
card is blowing up.
Done. Exactly. That's what they do it for. That's what they do it for, though. It's
Yeah,
mostly kids.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Mike, yeah, I know we're at 9 o'clock. Do you have any questions you want to, additional questions you wanted to ask, or anything, or any comments you wanted to make on the subject?
Well, I'd like to ask, like, if there was something you girls could do to change things, what would you? Or what would you suggest towards both women and guys?
Good question. Don't jump in all at once,
Um,
guys.
I think I think one of the things I don't even know if it would be even effective enough. When you look at like physical sports, right?
Hmm.
There's a difference. There's a big difference why we can't compete with men because physically they are stronger,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to gaming, there's literally no barrier. There's no difference.
Hmm.
It's a mind thing, and in my experience, women are really smart.
Yeah.
Right? And so one of the things that I would suggest is, and I guess it starts with like the parents.
Hmm.
If you're buying your son a console, give your daughter one as well. You know,
Hmm.
um, stop treating games like it's a guy thing. And I don't think this will ever happen really for
Hmm.
now. But I think it starts there because you grow up in the culture of gaming is for guys. And so if we don't change that, even in esports, it's going to be hard because the audience they will, judge girls.
Hmm.
They will judge them if the culture itself hasn't been changed.
Okay. CC, Cammy, you share the same sentiments, or you have any other thing that?
Yeah, I actually agree with her. It's basically the same thing
Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to say. So I
Yep. And also, I realized that a lot of games have been marketed towards guys. Like, well, that was back in the day. I think game developers are starting to change, but generally, when
Hmm.
there's advertising for games, it's mostly towards a male audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think commercials and businesses shape gender norms. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of this thing called the pink tax. And
Yes.
that's
Yes.
all
Yes.
marketing. It's all marketing
Yes.
to say, oh yeah, women wear pink
Mm-hmm.
and guys need things that are dark colored. So let's paint something a different color and sell it to women,
Mm-hmm.
and let's take out the fragrance in something and sell it to men. And
Mm-hmm.
they're just programming us to do things. And if that changes, then I think we'll see a meaningful change.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. I think it has a lot to do with societal norms. I mean, we're used to things being a certain way, and there's a certain stigma attached to every single thing in the world. And gaming is no different. There's a stigma attached to gaming, there's a stigma attached to being a hairdresser versus being a barber. There's a stigma attached to everything, and everything is gender based. I know there's a push to change that right now, but I don't know how quickly or how soon it will change, but I really think, in my honest opinion, if there were as many girls who played games as guys, I think we'd probably be seeing more professional girl gamers than guy gamers, and that's what I think. I think the reason why we don't see a lot more professional girl gamers is because of the number of girls who actually play or want to compete versus guy gamers.
That's
Uh,
that's true.
yeah.
But again, that starts from, in the home and
Mm-hmm.
how we're cultured
Mm-hmm.
growing
Mm-hmm.
up,
Exactly.
because we don't know that, hey, it's something we can do too. A
Yeah.
lot of girls don't know that, hey, they can try. The first thing a girl, like like my girly girlfriends, right?
Mm-hmm.
They the first thing they think is that, no, that's for boys, and that's because they've been grown to think that, they've
Yeah.
been cultured to think that, and they
Mm-hmm.
were never given the opportunity to play.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I mean, and I'm guilty. I've been guilty of the same thing. My daughter, when she's 3 years old now, when she was starting kindergarten, they had some activities for her, and her mother was asking what you want her to do. There's dancing, there's music, and there's football. And I was like, football, but she's a girl. That slipped out. And I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. As soon as I said it, I realized that, yeah, but girls can play football. You know what I mean? So I'm guilty of it. I think the good thing is that if we can realize that it's a problem and we can try to fix it, each person can try to fix it, I think it will be a lot better, or it will get better. But without you realizing that it's a problem, or without you realizing that, yo, I do this too, I have this stigma in my head too, so I should change. If you don't realize that, then it may never change. So I think realizing it is a start to changing all of that. All right, it's really, 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 really good conversations, man. This was really good. I like the whole smooth flow of the entire conversation, and everybody was very involved. I really love it. Thanks to Camille, CC or Nell Sky, Chantal. You have so many names. Zanna, Mike, of course. Zanna and Mike are usually always here. Thanks, guys. Just to say, I mean, condolences out to Bahamas, everybody who was affected by the hurricane. Mike, I know you were safe during the hurricane, but I know there are a lot of other persons who have been hit. And there have been several initiatives going on in Jamaica, and I know other countries have been doing it as well to get support for Bahamas. So if persons who are out there listening on the podcast, on Twitch, and when we put this on YouTube, if there's anybody out there that you hear about initiatives that are trying to help, if there's anything that you can do to help, just try to be a part of the initiative and try to help, because this could have happened to us as Jamaicans, and it could have been persons in Bahamas who we could be depending on to help us with supplies and stuff. Because trust me, what happened in Bahamas at the hurricane staying there is unprecedented. That nobody has ever seen something like that, and the damage that has happened, nobody has ever experienced that level of damage. So it's really, really bad, and they really need all the help they can get. Mike, I don't know if there's anything you want to say on that, but I know it's really, really tough for you guys.
I mean, there's a lot of different places that are trying to reach out and help. I know if you're looking for somewhere maybe to just donate funds, then there's a GoFundMe from a company called Head Knowles. It's just quite literally like head, like your actual head, and then Knowles, which is Knowles.
Like Beyonce.
You can just look up for it, and yeah, so just donate.
Okay.
And they're one of the pretty much anytime there's a natural disaster here in the Bahamas, they're one of the ones that really put forward a lot of effort.
Okay.
Try and help people out.
Okay, cool. I really, really, really hope you guys can get back on your feet. I know it's in disasters like this is very difficult to get back on your feet and start the rebuilding process. But I really hope that things get fast tracked so that you guys can actually start have some semblance of normalcy sooner than later. You know what I mean? But I really know this was really devastating.
Great.
All right. So thanks again, Mike. Thanks, Zanna, CC, Chantal, Camille. Thanks, guys. It was really fun. Thanks, everybody out there, Twitch, and of course, when this goes later on YouTube. Love to big up the sponsors again: Buzzers, Alive, XPG Video Games, LOL Snack Stop, JPack, Royal Computers, and VRX. This is Andrew Pang, and thanks for tuning in on behalf of Camille, CC, Mike, Zanna, and of course, Chris, who is always lurking. Thanks and good night. All right, people. Thanks again.
Good night, y'all.
Night, everyone.
Okay, cool.
Night, night.
Hi, everyone.
End of an era. But Fire God Liu Kang, that's pretty cool.
Liu Kang? Now he's out of her league.
Scorpion's like, I wanted to be Fire God. Look, I'll prove it. I should be Fire God. Yep, me playing Sea of Thieves. Dang. Oh my gosh, it's like an atomic bomb. Oh yeah.
I feel like those who just jerked it.
They're like, oh, that actually hurt the bro fist you there.
Finish him. How's everyone's day today?
Because your heart is not in the battle, Centrion.
Yes, Mother. I understand.
What is it?
How is your day?
You give her all the power.
The realms as you knew them are undone, erased. You cannot save a future that no longer exists. There is only the new era.
Dang, dude. Okay. The heck is that? What the freak? A dynasty? God. What was that? What? Frost? I'm not ready for Frost.
Ready to be finished.
What the heck was that?
Zanna, you there?